It says it looks like it's supposed to be there created. I don't know for sure. Anyway, today is September 26th, 2025, on the Oregon coast of the United States of America. It is currently 3:38 p.m. over here. It's windy a little bit, which is a little bit chilly. The sun is out though, so it's beautiful. My dog, of course, as usual, is over here. She's all up in here trying to get some food. I don't know. It's been a week. I don't even know what's happening in the political climate right now. I haven't looked at it today. I know there was something I read on Reddit, which I'm like, really? Or is that what we're doing now? I need to get a camera and start taking more videos again. I need to start going to the beach. The good thing about it is that this time of the year, there's not as many people around, so it's easier for me to tape stuff. It's not sunny, but whatever. You know what I mean? There's not as many people. I have a video that I did one time where a guy's sticking his finger up his nose. I'm like, thank you, dude. It was like I was recording for, I think it was for my like 58th birthday. I think that video that I have might have been clipped because there was a part where someone stuck their finger up their nose and walked by, and I'm like, okay, no, you do that to someone, you don't even realize that I am 58 years old, and that was my celebration for my birthday that day, was going out there, and I have some dude thinking it's cute. Anyway, did kind of make me laugh though, I have to say. So there's that. Okay, I don't know. I don't have any new videos, so I'm just gonna play something, then see if I got something to talk about. I don't know. My other dog. Hey, dude, what are you doing? Okay, come on. You're tearing up the rugs. You have to move it like this. There you go. Couldn't figure it out, huh? Okay. So my son's partner, fiance, girlfriend, whatever, um, found out today. Well, my son found out, and then he shared with her that one of the people over at the college that hired me when we came here from Montana, he was actually on my interview panel. Is a predator. He got in trouble, 18 counts, I think, of misconduct with minors. Um, but because they were minors and he's with college age students now, they're okay with it, I guess. But my son was not okay with it. And he shared it with his partner, who is not okay with it. I am not okay with it. I did not know that when they hired me. I did not know that about him until today. She showed me the picture, and I'm like, really? That's interesting, right? He hired me and fired me. Didn't fire, kind of fired me. He laid me off with when COVID came around. He came into my office with them to lay me off because he was part of the union, which I find super interesting as well. But anyway, I'm like, oh, but he had 18 counts of whatever with a minor. I think he was a teacher at the time, even maybe. I don't know. I'm like, why the fuck are you hiring this guy? What is wrong with you people? That kind of explains why I didn't work out there. Because that kind of shit, had I known that, I would have been angry, right? Like, I don't do, that doesn't work for me. So, I don't know. Anyway, anywho, I came home from work and she was upset about that. So I sat and talked with her a little bit. It's unfortunate, and I understand her reason for being upset because it makes me mad too. I wish that there was, like, I wish that our saying something made a difference, but we see where we are, right? Like, who's the president? Who are his people? We see where we are. I mean, so I'm still, I told my son yesterday, I said, it's not that I can't believe what is happening because I believe what is happening. Like, I saw this happening, right? I knew, and now I'm even gaslighting myself sometimes to be like, it's not as bad as you think it is when it is as bad as I think it is. They have already started disappearing people. There are already, like, when you look, oh my God, just the whole picture. It's just like, fuck, all of it. I mean, it's almost like I see it as this movie that is playing out with Trump as the director, and he's God knows what at this point. Like, they showed this video on Reddit the other day of like Walking Dead people. And it was people that was strung out on whatever drug it is that they give them to make them, I don't know what it is, some kind of drug. I think they said fentanyl or something, but actually what the video was people that were in line. Here, I'm gonna play. I'm sitting here talking instead of playing a video, but they were in line to get, I think, there's a drug that they give to people that are on drugs to make them feel better, but it's not really supposed to be a drug because it's not the same drug that they're taking. It's a different drug, right? So, I mean, so they were in line for that drug instead of the other drug, right? But it's like, is that what they're, are they giving him the other drug? Is that what they're giving Trump? And then when the escalator stopped, that was so funny. The first lady, she could have fallen, did it, bullshit. She wouldn't fall. She's in good shape. That woman works out. I guarantee it. I guarantee she's got like a body that is in premium shape underneath those clothes, right? There's no doubt. She can afford personal trainers. She can afford personal chefs. I mean, her feet might not be in very good shape though because of those shoes she wears. Though I've seen her in flats a couple times, but I guarantee you, if anyone was gonna fall, he might have fallen on top of her and toppled them both, but she wasn't gonna fall. That was funny too. She just looks over her. She's like, "Fuck you, I'm walking." That probably, I don't really care much for Melania Trump, but that right there was classic. That was classy for her to just say "fuck you" and walk up those stairs. You know what I mean? Because she's like, she's not the one that has a problem walking upstairs. So I thought that was kind of funny. I did like that moment with her though. That's the only thing I've seen her do where I was like, okay, I could maybe like you, except for I don't. If I can give you a redeeming quality, it would be that moment. It's certainly not the "I don't care, do you" jacket or the bright red fucking Christmas tree haul, which I didn't dislike the bright red Christmas tree haul that Melania did. I just found it very like I liked it a lot, right? But I found it distasteful for the White House. I'm just saying, it's bright red. There's no blood here. Not at all. We're not bad. We're not bad people. We are not. No. I've had the week from hell. My brain, not really. I mean, it's just a lot for my brain. My brain is taking in a lot of shit, a lot of information, a lot of things are going on in our society, which, like, they asked me, it's funny at work. Everyone's like, "We don't want you to get burnt out." I'm like, "What do you mean?" "You don't want me to get burnt out." I said, "Dude, I've been burnt out for a long, very, very long time." I raised a child by myself and went to school full time and worked a full time job and a part time job, right? To do those things, and he's 25 now, but so that's been 6 years, and then I mean, it's still, this is probably like I haven't had just one job. It hasn't even, it'll be about a year. I did get time off during COVID, which was when I made these wonderful videos. Because I had time off during COVID. I went hiking and shot videos and danced on the beach. And now I have this much time. But I'm going to the beach this weekend. I'm hoping, I don't know much about tides. So I'm taking everything with me, and I'm gonna go to the beach, and I'm thinking that I can go during, because the tide is it's coming in from like 11 o'clock to like 5 o'clock. So I feel like if I get there at like 11 o'clock, I'm hitting it when the tide's coming in, so I'm okay. But I don't know. I think it's rising like 6 feet, and I don't know what that means. I don't know if that means it's going to be super like coming at ya. Wear two life jackets, not just one. Make sure you double up. Put a couple around your legs, some floaties on my arms, just to make sure if I fall in, I'm good. But it's coming in, so you're obviously safer. It's just that just because it's coming in doesn't mean it can't just really like and suck you out there. You know what I mean? And so I worry about that a little bit. But I'm kind of chicken shit. I don't get out too far yet. I would like to, but first off, I'm alone. And I don't know if I'm someone today's like, well, I'm not a very strong swimmer, so and I'm like, I don't know if I am or not. I practice a lot. I think if I don't panic, I would be okay, but it's hard to say, you know. So, but I mean, I want to learn to stand up on these waves when they're coming in, you know. I want to be able to like ride them how I've seen videos and stuff. So I don't know though. It's usually not quite as rough as this, but it might be. I'm curious to see. I guess I'll see when I see. I don't know. Anyway, my dogs, they want me to play with them because I got off work early today because it was Friday. And oh, look at that. Actually, I think that's me. I'm pretty sure I set up the camera and then I went down there. I don't even remember doing that. That is funny, but that is me. There's no doubt. I do remember doing it now. I just forgot that. Come on. Stop moving my thing around, maybe. I want the line to go away. There we go. I'm pretty sure that's me. Maybe. No, maybe not. No, I would have boots on. I went the other day without my boots on because I was thinking that I've kind of been a baby because I've been wearing my boots and other people go barefoot. And then I got a big old blister on my toe and it's just feeling better. So I'm like, nope, gonna keep wearing my boots. I think because like I get on my toes and twirl in the sand and doing that on bare toes, like I was sinking. I kind of swore my feet up a little bit. I was like, okay, I'll keep my boots on. So yeah, it was fun though. I've been dancing, like I said. I just don't have any videos because, you know, because I don't. Oh yay, there's one of me. Yay. Still dancing, still dancing. And the world's still going crazy. I wonder if there's anything. Oh, I just got a message. Oh no. What is it saying? Oh, cool. Nice. She has to take her grandma. She has to take her grandma shopping, and her grandma can be challenging. And she's already upset because she was talking about this fucking loser that's at the college. It's so funny too. His wife was afraid of me. It was funny. Because when I quit, I was like, and I said to somebody, I probably shouldn't have said this at the college, but I was talking to one of my coworkers and I said, I understand school shooters, right? I said, people can be so mean. And I didn't mean just mean. People are disrespectful, rude, like people don't give a shit about other people. There's no fucking empathy. Okay, let me rephrase all these things. A lot of people. There are people who do. There are good people. But there are also a lot of people that are assholes and treat you like crap and they're disrespectful and rude. And so I was walking with one of the women that work over at the college and I said something to her about that. And I said, I understand school shooters. I do. I get where people are coming from, does not mean I would do that. I don't condone that kind of behavior. It is not something that I would do. It's not the right way to handle things at all. Going and shooting at people is not the thing to do, right? We get angry and I show them attitude is not a good thing because it doesn't work out that way, right? And it doesn't make sense to do something like that because you're only hurting yourself. If you don't give a shit about yourself, it's still not an okay thing to do. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't know. So I don't agree with it, but I understand it and I understand the mindset, right? Like, it's so funny because I resisted this job that I got, and I decided, okay, I'm gonna lean into this, and I'm gonna go ahead and just do. Not only that, they're being supportive of me. When I mentioned that I was feeling like overwhelmed and uncomfortable, people have reached out and been like, if you need anything, reach out, da da da. And I'm not used to that, and having people actually mean it, right? Like, typically, if you tell anyone anything, they use it against you, right? And that's what I found a lot in the past. And I don't really think that the people that are talking to me are going to be that way, because I think they see my value. And it's been a long time since anyone's seen my value, right? So besides me and my son, and but as far as the people that, well, that's not true. I mean, well, it's been a long time. Not since I've been in this town, I'll have to say. I mean, since I've been in this town, it's like there's been a lot of big fish, small pond, you know. And it's like, yeah, you're important because that's who you are, but you're not that important in the big picture, right? There are other things that are more important than you, and you need to realize that and not think that you are it, the get all, catch all. There's me stretching. I'm proud of myself. I'm proud of myself for changing my car tire. I'm proud of myself for embracing this new job. I'm proud of myself for still continuing to go and try to do more. I'm proud of myself for actually getting out in the ocean and paddleboarding. I like the fact that I've gone to Eel Lake too, but this is the goal. I saw somebody on a paddleboard when I was here at this beach one time. It was foggy, and I probably have a video of it somewhere. But he got on his paddleboard and just paddled out into the fog, and I'm like, "Take me with you." I didn't say it because I don't know who the dude was, and but I remember thinking, I want to go with you out there. I would like to, if somebody I know that I trust and feel confident with that said, I know what I'm doing, and you can, and I trusted them, and that would be the thing. I don't know if I would trust anyone. I don't know, maybe myself to do it alone when I trust myself enough, right? Just to go out into the fog, into the ocean. Here I come. Although I say this all the time at work, and I kind of mean it. I don't think I will allow our healthcare system in this country to bankrupt my son and take everything that I have worked for him away from us for my health when I get older, right? Than I am now. Oh, God, that's a story I have to tell. That was funny. Anyway, when I get older, I've already talked about that before. So I was at work the other day, or I was in a place the other day. Get rid of that. I didn't say that. I was somewhere the other day and I heard a couple of people talking, young girls. One's 18, one's 20. And I heard one of them say, she's old, right? And so I thought, and I said, what is your idea of old? And I turned around and I think one of them was walking out of the room and the other one was sitting there. She didn't answer. And I said, no, what's your idea of old? And she didn't answer. So I went away. Well, today, the other one, the 20-year-old, was in the room with somebody who's a little bit more closer to my age. And I went in there, I was doing something, and I came out of the room and I was in, and I said, so I have a question for you. And she's like, yeah. And I said, well, they both had their backs turned to me first. I came walking out of the bathroom and they both had their backs turned towards the wall. And I'm like, so she didn't know that I was there, you know? So I'm like, so I have a question for you. And she kind of turns around and she's like, yeah. And I'm like, what is your idea of old? I said, I heard you yesterday when I was walking by say, well, she's old, and I'm wondering what you think is old. I said, I asked my son what he thought was old, because my son's 25, right? And the other one's like, that's young. And I'm like, yeah, I had my son when I was older. I'm 61, right? So I said, but what's your idea of old? I mean, and your idea, like, are you talking like, yeah, this vessel I'm in, this 61-year-old vessel, that's kind of old in the eyes of a 20-year-old. But the things that I do and the way that my brain feels is different, right? I don't feel or think and I don't even know how a 61-year-old is supposed to feel or think, but I certainly don't feel like that many years in my mind, right? Like I never got a chance to live my 20s and my 30s, right? Like I was busy surviving. So, and I mean, even when I was 3, for God's sakes, that's a lot of times when my 3-year-old comes out, and like at this job, this is what I was going to say, is that I see these kids throwing tantrums, and I remember doing that, and I'm like, I remember doing that. And I'm telling the other teachers, I'm like, no, I remember doing that. I was that kid. I know how it felt to move. We moved from Utah to California when I was like 3 fucking years old. And I see these kids and I can so relate, right? I'm like, oh, oh. And then I feel kind of bad for my son because I kind of like well, I was there, but I did a lot of the things that my mom did. That's why I got sober. Was my mom said to me, "You are just like me," and I'm like, "The fucking hell I am," and I quit drinking when she told me that. Because she was right. It was a slap in the face. I remember her telling me that, and I quit drinking for the 15 years to raise him. Right, went back to school and got my bachelor's degree and did nothing but focus on him, making sure that he was okay and making sure, although it's kind of unfortunate because he said this and he's right. I took us to Japan, but I was so afraid, you know what I mean, that we didn't really explore like we could have had there not been a fear, right? But I mean, at least we did it. But we went on a cruise and we were on the boat a lot. We watched Love Boat a lot. We didn't eat food with the other people really. We walked around. I think they were showing a movie on the deck, but most of the food was American, except for the green tea ice cream. The green tea ice cream was good. But we did get, like, I mean, it wasn't a horrible experience, but if I hadn't have been, although I am always, have been, I'm not going to say always because I'm trying to change, but I get an idea and I jump, right, to do it without actually sitting back and like, this is what you need to do. You need to think it through first. I end up doing what I want to do, but it's like I say this often, I can get that square peg in that round hole. It may not look good, but it'll still be round by the time it's all said and done. Cut the corners off, put some sawdust in there with some glue, a little bit of duct tape. We got that shit going on. I can make a circle. It's funny. I'm just sometimes Godzilla. It's like, I got this. But anyway, I don't know. But I don't know. It's weird at this job. And then again, all these things are going on. And I want to feel like my mind is making this more than it is, right? I want to feel like that what I see happening to our country is not really that I'm being a conspiracy theorist, right? That my mind's always like, I've always been overly, like my mother used to always say to me, which she did this, thank you, Mom. You created the drama queen in my mind, right? She didn't, and now, had she said to me, "You are so dramatic," and then put me in drama classes, that would have been cool. She didn't do that though. She just told me what a drama queen I was and then sent me out there to figure out how to deal with that. I'm like, great. Thanks for that. But anyway, like this kid, I see these little dudes that are 3 throwing themselves on the floor. I'm like, it's funny. I can see me doing that now. I said that too over there. I've been like, can we do that now? Are we allowed to just throw ourselves on the floor now? We can't do that, right? That's why I do this, though. That's why I go to the beach and dance and I sing to the ocean. And I think I can sing out here too. I try. I don't think I'm that great. I don't think I'm that bad. I think though, I'm gonna kind of record it because I'm curious and I don't know if it's true, but I've heard that if you do something for 18 minutes a day for a year, that you are better than like 95% of the people or something like that. The thing about it is I'm trying to think. I need to sing 18 minutes a day for a year, right? You have to do it every day. When I do it quite a bit, but I don't think I do it for 18 minutes a day. So, but I could try. I could put that goal. I mean, I posted a positive affirmation to Reddit every day a year, except for 2 days, for a full year. No, you stop. You can go out there. No, don't take the toy. Give it to me. I'll throw it for you. But you run down there. See, if Walter, my border collie, could just figure out that the best way to do this is for him to bring the toy back up to me in the house and me to throw it and him run back down the stairs and then come back up, both of us would be better off Well, though, going down up and down the stairs is good for me, but sometimes I get really tired of it. But for him, it would be good exercise. Where's your toy? Where is it? What'd you do with it? So he leaves it downstairs. Oh, I think the other dog took it. Where's the toy? No, go get the toy. Go. Where's your toy? Go get it. And then the toy disappears. Go. Where's your toy? Where is it? Okay. So now the toy has disappeared. So maybe he'll go find it. Maybe he won't. The toys disappear. I have to take my thing off my neck. It's funny. I was at a meeting today and we're all sitting and we're at a meeting and everyone's sitting and I'm like, I don't like sitting. So I stood up and they're like, did you have a question? And I'm like, no, I would just rather stand. Thank you. I don't want to. First off, the chairs were little, but second off, I'm sitting on a bouncy chair right now, right? So that's different. And I can go dance. My dancing is better, I have to say. Although that is not horrible. I mean, it's for his dancing, it's not flowy and stuff, but it's good exercise for my arms and stuff, right? I mean, they don't look horrible. Every once in a while, though, I'll get like a glimpse of the skin, like here. It's like I'm getting my vessel is getting wrinkly and thin skin. My vessel is aging. My eyes, I see like sparklies and I got a floaty going on over here. I'm like, ooh, this ear is always ringing. It's like the tea was, oh gosh. Yesterday I was in between two screaming 3-year-olds. Who's in the middle going, well, this is a thing. I'm like, damn, you guys got some lungs on you. It was funny. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what to do. What do you think? Do you think we're going to be okay? Today I don't feel it's doom and gloom, but I haven't looked at any of the news. Like, I haven't been paying attention to what he's been doing. I know he's talking about putting tariffs on cars. You know what I mean? Oh, shit. I just messed up, I think. Let me see. I made a mistake right there. We'll see. Nope, maybe not. We'll see. I don't know. Let me see what Trump is doing today. If there's anything that I want to... This Comey thing, what the fuck? No, I'm not going after my police. They're not stopping him from doing anything. And that's what's really freaking me the fuck out. Everybody is just like, I don't know. And I'm wondering, like, if his Donald Jr. is going to end up marrying fucking what's her butt? Charlie Kirk's Erica Kirk, is that her name? I'm just wondering what's going to happen with that woman. Who's going to end up marrying her, do you think? And how's that going to play out? Do you think she's going to gather a following? Do you think that his following's going to, like her, oh my God, that, I forgive him. I wonder if she really does. Probably, because he probably freed her. I don't know. That seems so fake to me. The whole thing, right? It's like, where's the realness there? It just seemed not real to me. I don't know. I think, though, you know, a lot of people, this is kava juice, and by the way, I'm not drinking alcohol. It's kava juice. I don't know if that's better. I mean, it's not alcohol. I don't know if it does anything, but it's kava juice and 7-Up. Diet Sprite. But anyway, makes my tongue numb, so whatever. I get a little thrill for a minute. Anyway, Erica Kirk. I was thinking, because you know how the sparks were flying out and shit? I wonder how much of that was also to shield her from any kind of I mean, she was behind bulletproof glass. I'm sure she had on a vest or something, and I'm sure that they did a lot of checking and everything before people got in there. That said, those would also be a deterrent because I think it would be hard to get a good shot when you got like sparkles flying everywhere, right? It's like, maybe, unless you're really good. I mean, I was watching a video yesterday about when he got shot. And they're saying in this particular video that it came from behind, which makes sense to me because I haven't watched a whole lot of it, but what I did see, the way that I saw the wound open up was like odd. It seemed odd, you know what I mean? And I think that that's why, is because it came from a different angle, not the front. So, but again, I mean, it's it sucks that it happened. And I'm hoping that it doesn't create what I feel, because I feel like this could create a major cult following that could be really fucking scary, right? And it's like they can take this and so run with it and add to the MAGA base. You know what I'm saying? It's like if his base was getting smaller, then create something to add on to that base, right? To take away from the other, but that you can piggyback on to his base, right? And what better than her, the widow, crying into his arms? You know what I mean? Oh, Papa Trump. Because that's what they call him, right? Daddy. Daddy Trump. And they're like, yeah, that look you had. Yeah, okay. It was a just call me daddy look. I've seen it before on other men besides him. I'm just saying, you know? Some of us have experience in the daddy Trump look. So when we see it, we're not like questioning it. That's who he is, you know? Of course he's going to have that fucking look. Of course it's going to look that way. What would anyone expect from them, any of them? And I'm going to say the majority of us know what that feels like, right? Not only the look, not only do we recognize it, but we can feel it as well. I felt that look. It's like, well, it's just like this thing at the college. What the fuck are they doing? Hiring somebody that has got 18 counts of doing something to women, right? What? At a college, okay? That's got dorms. It's like athletes, a bunch of female athletes. He should not be there, right? It's like that should not have happened. My understanding is they had a coach there that was messing with some of the girls too. So, and he was drinking a lot, is what I heard. Now I can't remember. I don't know what the ins and outs of it all are, but I know that when I was there was a coach that drank a lot. So it would make sense to me. He kind of hit on me a little bit, and I'm like, yeah, I don't drink. So at the time, I wasn't drinking. And then I drank again for a while. Dated some guys for a minute when I was drinking. I wouldn't mind dating, but not someone who drinks. I want to drink. I'll drink kava. Kava and diet Sprite. How's that for something? Walter's like, play with me. Please, mother. But you lost your toy. Did you find it? Go find your toy. If you find your toy, I can play with you. Oh, you can do that. You can get us. Oh, that'll work. Yep, I need to learn to just not let those things bother me. They're just being dogs. I can't be like, but I want to relax after a hard day, so they can't be dogs. Well, I could be, because I can see me being that way, but I wonder if I was like that with my son. I hope not. Although he was always doing stuff. He was always on his computer. I kind of felt bad about that a little too, but that's not true. I took him to the movies and stuff, and I tried to get him interested in, like, Cub Scouts didn't work, 4-H didn't work. I think our Cub Scout leader was a meth head. It was in Helena. So, this is 6 minutes. I'll be back. see if he brings it back up. I just threw a new toy down there for him. We'll see what happens. Alright, I'm gonna see. That's funny. I've got all those clothes. I don't know. Tomorrow I'm trying to decide. It's cold. My wetsuit's not all that great, but I don't plan on getting that wet. I don't plan on falling in very much if I can possibly help it. Okay. I can't. Yeah. Okay, he's going after James Comey. What else is this dumbass? Ooh, let me rephrase that. Sorry, I didn't mean to call Trump bad words. What else has our wonderful president been up to lately? What else has our wonderful speaker, Mike Johnson, what has he done lately? I hear, though, that AOC, somebody says something about her running, wondering if she would be a running mate with, I don't know, I don't think the Democrats right now would risk running a woman. I don't know that, though. It's so unfortunate. It makes me fucking sad that I don't think our country will, I don't know, accept a woman. I mean, I don't know. The way that Kamala Harris, there goes the squeaky toy. Although Kamala Harris didn't have a whole long time to run her campaign, so it's hard to say. I'm wondering, like, am I delusional to even think that there's going to be an election? And if so, how fair is it going to be? Like, I think we've already seen that what's happening, right? I don't know. My son says 2026 will tell us. I'm like, okay, so I guess hopefully that'll be, I don't know, I'm curious to see. And even if Democrats win, will he let go of power? Will they let go of power? Not just him, right? Like, because it's gotten a lot bigger than that now, I think. I'm going to see what's going on with Erica Kirk. Let's see what's happening with the widow. What's happening with the widow? Does anyone know? I'm sure someone does. Okay, so where was she at? Fox News 4 hours ago. This is... Let's see, I don't want to sign up for stuff. Oh, whatever. Here's Katie. Katie. Actually, that's me. My dog. Come out and play. I probably will in a minute. I just wanted to babble. I might babble more later. I don't know. I'm tired. Kind of sucks not... I don't know. Never mind. I'm not going to say anything. How do I skip this stupid ad? I actually don't really want to see... I just want to see real quick what Erica Kirk looks like on this program. Do we have a good picture of her? Okay, this is her. Hold on. I want to see if I can find a spot where she's actually... Oh, whoa! Okay, this is her right now. He just died, right? Didn't he just die like a week ago? This is what this is. She's not wearing makeup right now. Really, not that much. That's interesting. Huh. That's interesting. She looks like a whole different person to me right there than she did at his wake, you know? I think she should have looked like that at his wake, not how she looked. But... yeah, that. What the fuck is that? I'm sorry. I don't know. That is like, it's acting. That is acting to me. You know? So is she being real on this program with these dudes where she's laughing and shit right after he got shot? Or, I mean, I don't know. Would I be on TV talking that quickly after my husband was downed with a gun in the neck in front of the whole world? I don't know. I might take a little time to just like be alone for a minute, thanks. Unless I didn't really love him. That would be another story now, wouldn't it? But I don't know her, so I'm not saying that she didn't love him. I'm just saying that for me, my personal feelings are that I would not be out in the public that soon, like that, in that situation. I wouldn't do that. But I'm not worth millions of dollars. So who the hell am I to say anything? What do I know? I know nothing. I will full full disclosure. I don't know shit, and I'm fine with that. Well, just pretend like you know something. No, I won't do it. Okay, I wonder how long this is. How long? Oh, it's 15 minutes. Cool. That's a pretty sunset. Pretty. I gotta go out and throw the toy for my dog. I'll be back. There's something to look at that's not news and fucking stupidness, right? I need to put my artwork back here. I like that picture too, though. What? I want to charge these. Now that I'm thinking about it. I will plug these in right there. Alright. I'm plugging in some earphones that I'm going to hook up to this, but it just occurred to me that this, what is this? Hold on. This is an IM video. These are both, those are all IM recordings. I'm going to play a recording. Maybe I'll use the sound. I don't know how loud that is. It's too loud. Anyway, I'm going to play with my dog for like 10 minutes while this plays. And then I'll probably come back and talk some more about the stupidness of everything, because everything right now is really dumb. And I do not understand. I'm trying real hard. There we go. I'll do that and I'll do that. Okay. Whoops. much time is left? 2 minutes. I'm gonna go pee. Jeans. 7-Up in my kava juice. Uh-oh. I better fix that. There's nothing there. Oh, go on now. Whoops. I need to... There we go. Whoops. Alright. That was a nice positivity video for you. While I was out playing with my dog. Now I gotta go open the gate though. So here's another one. I need to turn my desktop off though. I can't hear it because I don't think. See, these things are messed up. Let me see, where's the...
In this moment, I am judging nothing.
I can kind of hear it. So...
I am
There
moving
goes.
through my life trusting.
There it is.
No anxiety, no anger, and no fear.
So I need to take these and put them all together for me to sleep to instead of what I listen to, which is like forensics files. That's, you know, the good things. Now you see here, I'm gonna go, alright,
I am
I'll put
allowing
you for
myself
2 minutes because I'm gonna just about tripped over my dog. She got under my feet. Pretty sure I stepped on her paw. Sorry. Anyway, I'm gonna leave this on for a minute. It's another video, whatever. I think it's a different one. I don't know. Anyway, and I'm gonna go out and play with him for like another 10 minutes. And then I'm gonna come in and talk about word solid. Whatever I can think of to talk about. I don't know. I'm gonna look up some current events and see what has happened lately. Like yesterday, I was talking about doing the tariffs on the cars and shit. I'm like, can you stop now? Just stop jerking us all around so that we don't pay attention to what you're doing. It's the Epstein files and the disappearing of people. I mean, I'm trying to figure out what's the really, like, all of it's important, but a lot of it is noise, right? And it's like, even though it's noise, it's unfortunate because it's still affecting us all, right? He just doesn't care. He's making noise all over to hide the real things he's doing, right? And I want to know what those things are. Like, that is the end game is for them to keep power. So what the fuck are they doing while they're making all this noise everywhere, right? That's what I want to know. Besides disappearing people and fucking throwing people on the like, if I were to go up to ICE and say, hey, get out of my neighborhood, they literally will pick me up and throw me on the ground, right? And it's like, I mean, I guess, I don't know. I was going to say, no, I think I'm talking too, so hold on this too. I'm going to leave this and come back. I'll be right back. Word salad.
I am a positive being.
And college use.
My soul is light, and my spirit is melody.
this is. Yeah, 10 minutes, okay. I'll be back. Oh, I need to set it for like less than that.
I am kindness.
7 minutes.
I am calm. I am adding positivity and value to each of my experiences. grateful for everything in this moment. I am grateful for where I've come from. I'm grateful for where I've been. That's the same thing. I'm grateful where I am. I'm grateful for where I'm going. And I am especially grateful for you, beautiful soul. Thank you for joining me on this journey. I am not even close to done.
That song was a snooze fest anyway.
And I'm just gonna keep recording, even though I feel like an imposter. Like, I'm like, who do I think I am doing this? But whatever. I am beautiful, Donine, Shay, Durant, Samantha, Sophia, Bordeaux, Elm, Charlie. I think that's it for the moment. And now, give yourself a few moments to just stop and breathe. Inhale positivity and exhale negativity.
You were sitting in front of the door. It was a door. Oh my gosh. That wind. The wind is insane. First. No, we're not going back outside. No. I'm not going back outside. The gate is open. Not only that, I need to. What's next? What is this? Is this me dancing again? This is. Actually. Hold on. And this has got a. Hold on. It's funny. I had someone the other day. I can barely hear it, but I don't know if that means anything. I don't know if there's talking in it anyway, but I was talking to someone the other day who said that she put out into the universe that. Wait, I'm gonna turn this down. She put. Well, I was braver there than I am now. I need to be braver. I can't be a chicken shit. Although that's not being that brave, really. I mean, it's not that deep. As if I was alone. So now I'm all afraid to be alone and stuff. And right there, I wasn't afraid. What's wrong with me? What happened? How did I get broken? I just haven't gone out in a while and tried. That's all. I have my wetsuit on there, so that had to have been my birthday. I think it probably was my 50th birthday right there. Maybe. I'm not sure. Anyway, I was talking about something else, and then I started looking at how brave I was being there and feeling like now I'm a chicken shit. So, which I don't think that's true. I haven't done that in a minute, but the last couple times I was there, well, I didn't have a wetsuit to start with. But I was afraid to go out there like that, and I don't know why. Maybe because I'm smarter now, because I've seen what can happen to people, especially when you're alone. You know what I mean? Like, if there was surfers out there, they'd be different, just in case something happened. But I guess I'm not alone, though, because there's a child, so maybe there wasn't any, or maybe there were people on the beach. Okay. Because I think about that, if I was doing that, like, alone on the beach, and something happened, nobody would even know that something happened. So I don't typically do that if there's not people on the beach anymore. I have in the past, but I don't now because I don't trust those. Well, I mean, it's the ocean. You never know. All of a sudden one day it's going to be like, I'm pissed off. Here I come. I did learn that after this. There was a couple times I wasn't paying attention and I was doing stuff like this and I got taken down. Maybe that's why now I'm more cautious than I was then. I think that might have happened after this, because I'm not even wearing a life vest in this, and I would now wear a life vest if I was out there like that. Probably. I think that would be wiser. Like, I don't know if I'm a strong swimmer or not, but I don't want to try to find out. So, I don't think I have a life jacket on right there. Huh. That's funny. I don't know if I've gotten braver or smarter. It's hard to say. Or, I mean, I'm brave. What's the word? What's the word? More of a coward. There's got to be another word for it. Yeah, I don't know. That's funny. Anyway, I don't know. I'm not dead yet. Actually, my goal, which is why I want to paddleboard tomorrow at Sunset Beach, because my goal is actually, obviously I don't want to do this alone because I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, but I want to get out there on a paddleboard, you know what I mean? I want to paddleboard into these waves. Not that one, that's kind of a big one. The small, see, these are kind of a lot, like I don't want to fall down way out there, although, I mean, once it passes over you, it's pretty much passed over you, you know? I don't see where they're hitting real hard over here. I know when I was going out there at one time, I was going where they were hitting me really hard. The guy's like, yeah, they're kind of nailing you. And I'm like, but that's the fun. Which it was kind of fun. I had a floaty. I had my life vest on that time. And it was fun. I like to kind of get battered by a little bit. It's kind of fun. But I don't know. Anyway, I forgot. What am I doing? I'm talking about dumbness. Everything that's going on that is just to the point of I don't even understand anymore. It's like, why? Why are we doing this? What is the end goal? For you to kill off all your own people, cause everything to be so much more expensive, cause so much discontent and division, right? Just because you're mad, just because he's mad, he's like revenging all over the place. The orange cult of death is revenging everywhere. And we're like, dude, us down here don't like that much. I don't like being a pawn in this fucking game that's going on, right? I'm like, come on, man. Just let us breathe. You know? Go I mean, they can all go start another country somewhere or something, or I don't know. I'm wondering, I kind of wonder if this country isn't going to break into, like, is it called secession? Yeah, I sold that wetsuit because it did not fit me right now. It was really tight then, too, which it wouldn't have been if I had stayed in shape and kept wearing it. It would have, eventually, I would have fit into it. But I bought one now, though, that is not as good as that. That was more expensive, and it fits looser, but I think it's okay for just like I'm not gonna. I mean, I think it's okay as long as I'm not scuba diving, right? It's a little bit cold, but it's not October yet. It's close, but I don't think I'll go out there like because October through I don't know when the bad. Like, let's Google this. Let's talk about that instead. So when do you think when is it bad to go in the I should have ordered this different. Like what time of the year? During storms, King Tide, Sneaker Wave. I've got videos of me running from one. So we know that already. But I should do what times of the year is the ocean the most treacherous, right? Times of year is the ocean most, I don't know how to spell treacherous. Trec, treacherous. There, it came up. It knew what I wanted to say. Okay. Late October through April. So I'm still okay right now. And tomorrow is supposed to be sunny, and I don't think it's supposed to be very windy. I'm not going to go out in there, though. But I am going to go into, I think, a different, like a cove. I haven't been out in there like that for a while, though. Well, I've been on my paddleboard and fell in. I think, did I fall down right there? No, I got down. Well, see, I'm all afraid to fall off of my paddleboard. I'm like, why am I afraid to fall off of my paddleboard into the water when I'm in there that much right there? Like, I mean, where I'm paddleboarding, it's not a lot deeper than that, and the tide's coming in. So that's the best, right? When the tide's coming in, I think. Huh. They say the best time to go is during slack tide, but I don't want to get up and go. And I think that's like at 8 o'clock tomorrow night. I don't go that late. I think. I don't know what's up. They're just being dogs, right? Is that what it is? They're just being dogs. Stop! I know you're a border collie and you need to be doing something. I got that. But does that have to be what you're doing? Should we give you a cat? She'd claw you, huh? We got you. No. Okay. What? You want to? Okay. What? I don't want you to pop my chair. Hi. Okay, so looking at this makes me a little bit braver about maybe going paddleboarding tomorrow. Because I'm worried about, I wonder when I did this. When is this video? Let me see. I think I can go here and go there. 2022, Monday, October 3rd. Check that shit out. Look at that. Isn't that funny? It was this time in 2022, and I said at that time that I was going to paddleboard, and it's taking me this long, but at least I'm doing it. Isn't that fucking funny? Wow. That kind of blows me away that is when I made that video. I was thinking it was for my birthday, but clearly that is not the case. Well, yeah, because I don't have, when I went out for my birthday, I had a boogie board, so I just went out there again. That's funny. Wow. That trips me out. I'm just dripping. And that's actually really cool. I'm gonna have to like hold on to this moment for a second. It's weird to me when things like that happen, right? Like I'm reflecting on things and looking at it, and I'm feeling bad about myself because I love myself, although I'm not, right? Like I'm a little bit upset. Like I'm not though. I say that I'm upset that I drank again, but I'm really not because the only thing that I'm upset about is that I gained the weight back. Like I liked being it that way because I felt the most comfortable when I was there. Actually, I think I was a little bit smaller than I wanted to be right there, but I'm like 10 pounds. I was 20 pounds less there. I only want to lose 10 more. Anyway, besides the point. That's the drinking part of it, I don't really regret that much because for the 15 years that I was sober, I think I'm going to do this and play this again. That's funny. I think that's pretty amazing when I realize this one's the same, right? Yep. Look at that. That's cool. Yay. Okay. Anyway, where was I at? I forgot what I was saying. Oh yeah, drinking. That I don't totally regret that I drank again because for the whole time I was sober, I thought to myself, oh, I could probably eventually, like, I was like, it's a which I still actually believe it is learned behavior, and I do believe that some people can maybe unlearn the behavior. I just realized that I'm not one of those people, right? Like, I still used it as a coping mechanism. Now it's food, fucking sugar. I'm trying to quit eating so much sugar. I know, I keep telling myself I'm going to do this. I'm going to make this my new addiction. I mean, who am I hurting if I sit here and talk to my computer, right? And at least I'm not like, it is windy AF out there. It is so windy right now. Here we go, baby. The storm is coming. Something is happening. It's getting windy. But this and artwork, because my son's buying a tufting gun, so we're going to try to get our work out there. And it's funny, today I said at the place that I'm working right now, I was like, yeah, we're gonna start doing the farmers market, and she's like, we work on Wednesdays, and I'm like, next year. And I was like, well, my son and his girlfriend, but next year I'm gonna be semi-retired, and I will have Wednesdays to go sell my shit at the farmers market. I just really need to focus on getting my artwork done. So I do have a camera that I can hook up to the computer and go in. I should just move the computer over there because it would be easier. But I can record while I'm creating, and then I won't feel so alone. I'll be talking to a computer. That's really fucking scary, isn't it? I see these I don't think I could fall in love with a robot. You know what I mean? I'm a flesh and blood kind of girl. But I can see where it could happen. I mean, it's funny in a way, people do that. Like with online dating, you're almost falling in love with a robot because you don't know actually what you're seeing, and you're having this relationship through a computer. You know what I mean? Even on the phone, you're having a relationship through, like it was back in my day when we had a long distance relationship, it was through letters. You know what I mean? I dated a guy for a while who was in the service over in Europe. When I graduated high school, I went over there and saw him. That was fun. I had more money than everybody. It was fun though. Yeah. It was weird. He almost got us arrested, dumbass. We were in a motel in Paris, and there was a payphone, and there was a briefcase below the payphone, and it was right by the elevators. And when we were walking up to the elevators, he grabbed the briefcase and took it into the elevators. And the guys up at the front desk came after us, and they were like, threatening to arrest us. I remember that, and I'm like, oh great, he's in the service. They'll come and get him out. They'll leave my ass here into jail in Paris. I'm like crying. I'm like, I was so scared. And I don't know that, because like, I think that whoever the restaurant people, we didn't get arrested. He was like, well, I was just going to take it up to my room and call you guys because I thought somebody left it, and they went ahead and just let us go. But I think that obviously, I mean, I was like 17, you know, and this American girl who's 17 years old, I'm bawling like, oh my God, I'm American. Here's my passport. No, don't do this. I was so scared. Oh my God, that's right. I forgot about that. Yeah, that would have been a bummer, but it didn't happen, so it was cool. But I was pissed. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you? I didn't say that. Well, I might have. I was mad. So that was funny. That was a trip. I couldn't get away with that shit now. They probably won't even let us come over there. You know what I mean? Now, they're probably like, you're American, stay away, we don't want you here. You guys voted for the Orange Cult of Death to come over and take over your country. This whole, like, I don't know, Charlie Kirk thing and Erica Kirk and all of it, it's just freaking me the fuck out. And I'm probably over exaggerating, like I said, but I just feel like it, again, I feel like, I mean, how many followers do they have? Although, see, that's the thing. I can ask how many followers Charlie Kirk had, and I don't believe anything that's being told to me. I just do know I believe my lying eyes. And the pictures of the Way funeral, I guess, whatever you want to call it, but when he was dead and she was on stage with the flames and hugging Trump, there were a lot of people there, right? So it's like that's a lot of people that I feel I'm kind of wondering obviously whatever happens with the Epstein files is not going to be true. Like, even if they release them now, we're not going to know anything. We'll never know the names of the people. Well, we know. Never mind. We know. We know who went over there. We know. Like, I saw Hillary. Oh, that's something I want to look up. I saw Hillary Clinton on Morning Joe. Clinton, not Duff. Hillary Clinton on Morning Joe. Speaking about Trump, I feel like she was like saying that Trump is being smart on Russia, right? And I'm like, and I'm not sure if that's what I heard because I was kind of cooking and stuff, right? And I was making my dog food and whatever I was doing. I wasn't really focusing on the television. But I feel like she was saying that, and I'm like, are you doing this because your husband's in those fucking files and your stupid self is, I don't want to call people names, but, so it kind of made me wonder. So I'm going to look and see. Yeah, we know she's slamming JFK. He's warm, whatever. I can't even believe that everything. It's like, yeah, don't vaccinate, I don't know. It's all just so insane. Okay, so she was talking about Trump and Russia, I believe. So let's see. Right here, this is exactly what was that? Okay, let's see what this is. I feel like this is a different picture of her. Is this, hold on a second. Temperance? Okay. Former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton on Wednesday applauded. See, I knew it. I knew it. Even if, it's like, I honestly don't feel like that's her turning the other cheek or her. I feel like the timing for her to come out and start speaking about anything on Morning Joe is really odd, is what I will say. And then for her to say this, she'd be better off to just go somewhere and not say fucking shit, because that woman has got nothing to, I mean, she has been in politics for a long time and she knows a lot and she's got a lot of institutional knowledge and all of that, but she's no better. They were no better. The things that they did were no better, you know, and now that she's jumping on the Trump train, it's just showing her true colors. And even if this is just a little bit of a, well, wait, I don't know, it's the timing. Come on, come fucking on. Really, really, because we know Bill was on that plane for sure, right? And I'm like, do like do they really think we're that fucking stupid? I just am like, honestly, you understand what all this produced, right? People like me who aren't that fucking stupid, because we were in the middle of it growing up. We grew up and fucking this is what it was, right? And now you are like, oh, he's doing a good job over here. I have decided that I need to come out and speak in this moment on Morning Joe, and I need to speak of Trump and the fact that Trump is handling what's going on with Russia very well. Are you fucking kidding me, Hillary Clinton, right now? Are you fucking kidding me? You think we're that dumb? You think we are that stupid that we don't see that for what it is? Honestly. Okay. Okay, then. You're right. We're a bunch of fucking idiots down in here. We don't know what that is at all. I mean, come on. I heard that and I did hear right. I thought so. I was like, I'm cooking. I'm not even going to deal with this shit right now. And now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, what the fuck? Really? Okay. Like, we already knew he diddled with little girls. We saw what he did in the Oval Office. Nobody's fucking stupid. You're not hiding anything. Well, clearly you are hiding something, which I don't know what. We all know what these people are. So the fact that they think they're hiding anything from us blows me away. The fact that some people actually, well, I was talking to my son last night, and I said, I totally cannot believe all this shit. And he's like, oh, I can. And I said, no. I'm not saying I can't believe it. I knew. I saw this stuff, right? I saw this coming. I saw this happening. What I can't believe is that I didn't see it happening. I saw them being those kind of people. I didn't see this many people buying into it. I didn't see this much of our country not having enough of experience, enough knowledge, enough, I don't know what, enough, because I'm not going to say hardship, because that's what got us in this is the hardship that we've been going through as a whole, as the lower bottom percentage of Americans, right? That's what got us into this was the promise of change, right? Because we're all fucking tired. Like, they asked me at work today, you getting burnt out? We don't want you to get burnt out. I said, I've been burnt out for years. What do you mean you don't want me getting burnt out? I got burnt out a long time ago, right? It's like, I went to school, I raised a child, I worked 2 jobs, one full-time, one part-time, and going to school full-time. And I raised my child, and I took him to Mexico, and I took him to Japan, and I bought 2 houses, and I bought 2 cars, and I've raised shit tons of dogs, and I've raised some cats, and I've raised some lizards, and I've raised snakes, and I've raised tarantulas, and I've had saltwater aquariums, and I've done all of those things pretty much alone. So I've been burned out for a minute, right? Well, the raising of the critters and stuff, it wasn't the raising of the things. It's the fact of what I have to do to be able to pay for the bare minimum, right? Which that was not the bare minimum. Those things were above. That is true. And I will say that. I mean, the cost to take care of critters can be a lot, right? So you can cut those things out and not have those. And just the bare minimums, though, first off, it's not very enjoyable. And second off, it's not really fair, because the things that those of us down in the bottom ask for are things like tarantulas and snakes and lizards. We're not asking for 5 houses. We're not asking for 2 boats, a yacht, and a plane. We're not asking for more than 1 car, usually, maybe 2, just in case, you've got 2-parent household, right? And maybe a teenager, so maybe 3, but it's 1 per person, not like, a garage full per person, right? So I mean, it's funny to me that I even felt like my giving my child a snake when he was growing up was asking a lot, right? Like I had to work extra for those things, right? And it's like that it's funny to me that people can be like, we don't want you to be burned out. Do I mean, aren't we all? I'm kind of like, so am I alone in this? And I need to be really careful because I say things like that and then I end up losing my job. I'm hoping that they see my worth and just like pay attention to what I said. You know, it's like, I'm like, yeah, I am. I'm overwhelmed and I'm tired. And I don't want to feel like people are making fun of me because I'm confused about what I'm doing when I don't know what I'm doing. I mean, I kind of do, but I don't know the job. There's a lot going on in our world, right? And so my brain sometimes is like, because I'm worried about stuff. And I've talked about this. Like, I worry about my son. I worry about these kids that I see every single day that are trying to grow up in this fucking mess that was created by me and people like, well, kind of by not paying attention. I don't know that there's a whole lot of I don't know. If more of us would have paid attention, maybe we wouldn't be in this mess. If more of us maybe stood up and said, no, we're not taking it anymore sooner, maybe it wouldn't have gotten this bad, right? But I mean, now we're at a spot where the government has, right now, what is happening is like, I'm going to say Atlas needs to shrug into reverse, right? It's like, they are giving so much, and they have been for years, right? And it's like they are giving so much of the money that they take from us to themselves and to things like fucking bombing Gaza, right? It's like instead of trying to keep Putin out of Ukraine, you know, we're letting them kill kids in Gaza with the money that they take from me and you and all of us who are working so hard to barely make it, to not be able to buy fucking snakes for our kids without working two jobs. You know what I mean? For not be, I mean, again, that's not asking a lot. It's not like although we did take him on vacations and stuff like that. That is true. I did, you know, and I worked two jobs so that I was able to do those things. And I actually was pretty lucky in the things that I was able to do, right? But lucky. I worked a lot to do it. Anyway, you know, and I wanted to make sure he saw things so that he didn't think that our world was just Helena, Montana, right? Like I see that, like here, where I'm at here. I said this today. I said, you know, I see a lot in small towns where it's big fish, little pond, right? And it's like people don't realize that they are important, but not in the big picture, right? And you need sometimes to back up and take a look at the big picture and minimize your importance in your head and realize that we're all just doing the best we can, right? And a lot of people in smaller towns don't have that. And it was the same thing in Helena. The only difference there is that I had been there for 25 years. What, Walter? Something is happening. I hear a noise. I don't know what it is. I don't know. It's something though. Anyway. And now we got like fucking psycho man. And me. I know you're not supposed to talk about politics at work, but it's hard for me when I see people and understand their fear. Right? Because I mean, really, and I might have said this a minute ago, but I was the Head Start kid, right? And I was the Head Start mom. So I understand the fear. And now, I mean, it's like they're targeting whoever they want to for whatever reason they want to, and there's no one stopping that from happening, right? It's like we're yelling about it, us down here, like people like me, which is why I'm on here just blowing shit into the air, hoping that if we all blow enough shit, because we're not blowing shit into the air, they are. We're trying to, calm waters? I don't know what, bring awareness? I don't know. I honestly believe if you like I started to say this earlier, and then I lost my thought, which is why this is word salad, because I always do that. But anyway, putting stuff into the air, like my friend that I was hiking with, that I am not hiking with anymore, said the other day that she was putting into the air that she wanted a job. If she had an office job, it was she needed to make more money than a UPS driver. And I'm like, that's great to put that into the air. That's great for you. What I'm putting into the air is I want to live on some land. I was telling my son, we need a big barn where we can park our RVs inside it with some land where the dogs can run, right? And like I can go out and sing, which I do out here. I don't care. But I want like somewhere where I can hear myself echo. I was singing in the bathroom at the when I was hiking the other day. I went in the bathroom at the beach. I'm like singing away. I don't, again, good, bad, don't know, but I love to do it. I like pretending like I'm not who I am for a while. I was telling one of the people I work with today that when I'm singing Major Tom, I'm stepping through the door. We're floating, and I'm floating in a most peculiar way. And the stars look very different today. That's hard. That's hard. But I will get it. It's fun though, because when I'm singing it like I'm floating, it's fun. I like doing it in the yard. I pretend that I'm like floating with Dinamsey. It's fun. I like it. When I'm singing not for blondes, I'm not me, I'm her on the stage singing, and it is so fun. I love being that, you know. And that's the thing about working with kids. I mean, eventually, if I ever am confident enough, it would be fun to do that kind of stuff with them. I tried with some screaming ones to play some music, but they were screaming. They were mad. I'm like, okay, excuse me. I don't have training on how to deal with them. It was funny. There was one dude that was screaming, going towards the door. Someone walks in, someone who's trained in this, walks in, kneels down, talks to the child for like, I don't know, minute, maybe minute and a half, stopped right there. I'm like, are you kidding me? How did you do this? Tell me. Give me the kid whisperer thing, because I was trying to talk to them. They do not speak English. Which, see, I'm afraid saying that. That's what pisses me off. I'm afraid saying that because I don't want them to get targeted because of me saying something, right? And the fact that I'm nobody worried about that worries me, right? I mean, am I psychotic? I hope so. I hope I'm crazy. I hope that there is no reason for me to worry, right? Like, I would rather be crazy than have me be right. So, just putting that out there, you know? So maybe I'm crazy. I don't know. That's me. I'm probably nuts. I am nuts. See? Proven fact. Nuts here. There's some time. I am going to... Oh, good. I do have my desktop off. Okay. I'm going to get up for a minute. So I don't know. I should probably have dinner. Although it's only 5:30 and it's Friday. Friday. I did post on Reddit to see if anybody knew anything about the tide and could give me some information. And someone told me what I had asked. Arcus Bay. Let's see if anyone's responded to what I asked. 2 people. One was me and one was then. Okay, yep, nobody has responded. Bummer. Oh well. I'm hoping it'll be okay, but we'll see. It's about I'm wondering if this is the same time of the year, because this is clearly a different day, right? But it's all about the same time of the year. It's when I made that, so when I made them all, because as soon as I made them, I was using them, so. That's a nice sunset, though. It's pretty. And there's not as many people, too. I mean, it's got to be October, or the beach would be packed, right? Because that's a beautiful sunset. So, trying to remember, that's when I was off. Okay, I'm going to eat. I'm going to go away, maybe. Fucking Hillary Clinton. That is so transparent. So transparent. I knew it. I was wondering when they started showing pictures of her and Bill. We all knew what was happening. We're not stupid. I love that they think that we're fucking stupid. I don't know. I'm gonna go. Bye. I'm gonna eat dinner. Probably watch some stupid news or something, and then I'll probably get mad. I should probably not go, huh? If I watch news and get mad, I'll need to talk to someone. Oh, this is my dog right now. Jeez, I don't know. I think that I need to see if this is showing her. I need to do artwork is what I need to do. Yeah, there she is. See her laying there. Little monster. Alright. There's the other one down there. Where's Walter? Hi, Walter. What you doing, Walter? So I'm just being Walter. That's all. Odin's over there licking his paws. That's what Odin does. Okay. I'm going to get the rest of my bottom teeth pulled on the 2nd. And then during Christmas, I'm getting my bottom dentures. I'm so excited to. And then I'm going to get these ones because they sit down too low. They need to go up more. They're down too low. I was like, they're too long. And he goes, well, they're sitting down too low. And I'm like, okay, they're too long then, right? Which is right. Maybe the teeth themselves aren't too long, but they're too long. They need to be sitting up more. So I'm excited for that because right now it kind of reminds me too much of family. So anyway, I don't know why I'm talking about that. I'm going to go. Bye. I'm going to eat. Yes, I'm stopping.